Today we're going to change the fuel filter on this 97 Nissan D21 that I picked up. This thing hasn't ran in years. So we're going to change the fuel filter out on it. First thing you want to do is pull the fuse, and to look and see right here, you want to pull the fuse for the fuel pump and then start it up and let it run out of gas. That's probably the quickest and easiest way to let the pressure off the line, because there's no Schrader valve under the hood that you can press to release pressure. And this thing runs 40 psi, so when you undo the hose clamp that holds the fuel filter on, if there's pressure in the line, it's going to look like this. Well, the fuel filter is this canister right here, and if I pan out and look, first of all, I'm not too fond of fuel filters in the engine compartment, and second of all, it's kind of hard to get to. You can get to it. I think the easiest thing would be take this cover off. Alright, so it's almost impossible to get to that lower screw with a regular screwdriver. So a few things I have tried this little right angle 1/4 inch ratchet, put the screwdriver bit in it. And I have this long flexible driver, and you can put whatever bit you want in. I put a screwdriver bit. But the first thing we're going to try is the stubby. We'll see which one gets it. I'm going to try to, that screw is like right there at the bottom. So I put the canister, before you take this canister out from the clip, undo the bottom hose. And I'm going to need 2 hands, so we're going to rely on Mr. GoPro to catch the action. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a zip tie on the line way down there that's preventing it from moving, I think. Alright, so here's the tip. If you take the top hose off first and undo all the zip ties holding the line in, you can kind of pull it and manipulate it to where you can get to that screw easier. Whew. Thank you, Nissan, for putting something that you change very often in the most dangerous and inaccessible area you could find. Alright, change of plans. If you come down here into the wheel well and pull the liner back, right there's the bottom of that hose before it hits the hard line. I'm just going to take it off there and cut it and put a fresh line on there with about another inch of hose, which should have been done in the first place. I would like to put the fuel filter inside the rail somewhere, like American cars have. But for right now, I'm just gonna cut it there, and I think I might even have some fuel line laying around. If not, I'll just go to Napa and buy a foot of fuel line. How much could it possibly cost? Here's this nice golden brown fuel. I ended up breaking that, so it's a good thing I did cut it at the bottom to pull it out. Don't know if you can see it, but this is a Nissan fuel filter, so it's probably original equipment. Here's an interesting fact. This is the original filter that says, I don't know if you can read it, it says Nissan made in USA. Here's the Duralast filter I've got, made in China. The original chafe guard is a little too small. My hose has the same inside diameter, but the outside diameter is a little thicker. And the chafe guard, I can force it on there, but it doesn't slide easy. So I'm going to go with the old trick of just a little bit of garden hose. Yeah, it'll look kind of rednecky, but garden hose fits over it a lot easier. And plus it'll look like I have a garden hose for a fuel line. If you don't have a short length of garden hose, you could find one in your neighbor's backyard. They don't mind. Just you're only taking a few inches of it. If you take it out of the middle, nobody will ever notice. And I want to put a little bit of silicone paste on the just on the little ends of the fuel filter to kind of prevent it from sticking. I'm going to clean this up and then put some silicone paste on it. Here's what I have. Filter on the hose with my garden hose, chafe hose, and the clamp. That clamp is probably going to fall off before I even get it in there. But I think it'll be easier to fish it through this way. And we just come down here, and here's our line, and here's our hose. I might have it too long, but easier to put it on there first. So we'll give it a whirl. I can't do it with two hands. I need two hands. Okay, apparently adding an inch of hose to it was a bad idea. Now when I push it in there, it kinks. Take it off and cut an inch of hose off of it. Son of a gun. I have taken fuel filters off in the woods with a Leatherman tool in 10 minutes. This thing, I've probably been wrestling with it for about 40 minutes. It's been taking me all day because I'm stopping to film and getting this and getting that. And Jesus, criminy. And Nissan. You're right up there with German engineering.